Third, you must shift from validation to authenticity. Okay. Every time you go to speak or act, ask yourself if you are doing this because it is true to you, or are you doing this so they will like you? Choose truth over approval every single time. Let me repeat that. I want you to choose truth every single time. It'll feel terrifying at first, but it is the only path of freedom, honey. Welcome to Win-Win with Gwen, hosted by Gwendolyn Shores, author, inspirational speaker, transformational coach, and CEO of Minds Above Matters. This is the podcast where your dreams ignite, limits shatter, and action leads to the life that you deserve. Your breakthrough starts now. I need to tell you about someone, but before I do, I need you to know that I promised I would never reveal their name, okay? And it's not to protect the secret, but because this story belongs to almost any one of us. When I first met them, I thought they had it all figured out. Ooh, like literally, I had a little envy, okay? They had a beautiful smile, always lifting people up. They always showed up looking flawless, honey. Well put together. If you scroll through their social media, you think, I wish my life looked like that. And I did. But I'm telling you, you would too. But one afternoon, one single phone call changed everything. I still remember exactly where I was standing at that point when I got that phone call. And the voice on the other end of the phone, it wasn't crying, it was shaking. They whispered, Coach Gwen, I don't know how much longer I can pretend hit me like a physical blow. hmm They didn't say they were tired. They didn't say they were angry. They didn't even say that they were worried or that they wanted to quit, give up. They just couldn't keep up the act. Do you know what pretending actually costs? Do you? It drains your peace. It steals your sleep. It suffocates your joy. And eventually, it will erase your identity. The terrifying part, nobody saw it coming. Not their family, not their best friend, not the co-workers they laughed with every day. That was the terrible part. Nobody saw this coming. Everyone loved the character that this person on the other line of the phone was playing, while the actual person was quietly running out of air. And that's when I realized a beautiful truth. Sometimes person holding everyone else together, is the one that's secretly falling apart. That conversation fundamentally changed how I coach. Because what happened next changed me forever. They didn't break down right then. Not that I recall. No, they surely didn't. They didn't break down right then. They hung up first, if I recall. They hung up, and it was 3 days. And for 3 days, there was complete silence. I called and I texted, but there was nothing. On the 4th day, I drove to their house. And when they opened the door, that mask was entirely gone, honey. I didn't know who I was looking at. That wasn't the person I knew. There was no fake smile. There was no perfect hairstyle. Just empty, bloodshot eyes that looked at me and said, I thought if I stopped performing, everyone would leave. And then we sat on the living room floor for 4 straight hours. No strategies, no playbooks, just raw, unfiltered truth, honey. And in that moment, that's when that healing began. They realized that the prison they were living in was built out of expectations of others. Baby, you got to put you first. You hear me? You got to put you first. It took months of brutal, honest, emotional labor, but they tore that prison down, baby. And I was so proud of them. Just like I'm proud of you today for being here, guys. And today, they aren't performing anymore. They are living. And I'm talking truly living, and they are happy. They still looking good now. They keep themselves up, but again, they're living in their truth. Welcome to the Win-Win with Gwen podcast. If you are just tuning in, I am Coach Gwen. I am a transformational coach, the CEO of Minds Above Matters, and the author of the best self-help book you can ever put your hands on. That book is to Get Beat to Get Better. So that book again is Get Beat to Get Better. Look, I want to welcome you into this space today. You didn't just stumble into this place by accident. This episode here is where you belong. You are here because your soul is ready to go to the next level. This isn't a space for passive listeners. Baby. This is a space for people like you. This is a transformational zone. We don't just talk about the mountaintop here, honey. We talk about the dirt, the valleys, the climb. They get you there, honey. We do the work, honey. And it is the work that you must do in order to become who it is that you've always dreamed of being. I want you to take a deep breath right now, wherever you are. Pull the car over if you need to, or just pause while you're walking. Because you know what? I see you. I love you, and I believe in you. I need you to know right now that you are already doing an amazing job. And I get it. Life can be heavy sometimes. You know, my life isn't perfect. I get it. The pressure to look perfect, to produce, to be the strong one for everybody else, it is exhausting. I know I've been there, lived that, done that, baby. I'm here trying to use my wisdom for you. But look at you. You are surviving it. You're here getting the help you need, and I'm glad that I'm here to help you. What you are doing right now is great, and I want you to do me a favor, and literally or mentally give yourself a high five right now. Seriously, because I want you to do it because not everyone is showing up for themselves the way that you are. You clicked on this podcast. You stayed. You chose to invest this time into your growth while the rest of the world is busy distracting themselves. That makes you different, baby. Look at you. You should be proud of yourself. That makes you a fighter. But we have to talk about the cost of that fight. As the legendary James Baldwin once wrote. I love that man, by the way. He's so wise. He wrote, not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it's faced. You have to face the pretender inside of you. Why do we perform? Why? That's a good question. And what I think we do it because we are terrified that our authentic self isn't enough. And baby, let me tell you, if you haven't heard it today, you are enough. See, we think we have to be invincible to be valuable. But your value isn't tied to your performance. Your value is inherent. I promise you that I will never give you a problem without giving you the tools to fix it. I made that promise when I started this podcast. I am a transformational coach, which means we are here to shift your reality. If you're sitting there right now feeling like the person in my story that I just talked about, and you're exhausted from pretending, here is how we move through that, okay? First, you have to audit the mask. You have to identify exactly where you are performing. Is it at work? In your marriage? Or is it on your social media feed? So many of us pretend there, honey. Identify the area where your external presentation does not match your internal reality. reality because you cannot heal what you hide, honey. Second, you have to establish a safe harbor. You do not need to expose your raw wounds to the entire world. That's not what I'm telling you to do, okay? But you do need one person, whether it is a coach like myself, and I'm here for you. Just email me at mindsabovemanners@gmail.com. So it could be a therapist, a spouse, or a best friend. You need one person where you can completely drop the armor and say, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Because vulnerability isn't weakness, it is the ultimate form of courage. Third, you must shift from validation to authenticity, okay? Every time you go to speak or act, ask yourself if you are doing this because it is true to you, hmm, or are you doing this so they will like you? Choose truth over approval every single time. Let me repeat that. I want you to choose truth every single time. It'll feel terrifying at first, but it is the only path of freedom, honey. Now, let me give you the hard truth. This is the core philosophy of my book, Get Beat to Get Better. You will get knocked down by life. You will feel the sting of defeat. But those moments are designed to refine you, not ruin you. But here is the catch. Oh, I always say this, and I'm about to say it again. Baby, you got to do the work. The great Robert Frost once wrote that the only way out is through. You cannot just look at the fitness goal and wish for it. You cannot just speak affirmations into the mirror and expect your life to magically change. Words without execution are just illusions. You have to put your boots on, step into the dirt, and do the heavy emotional mental lifting. Healing is painful. Growth is uncomfortable. Becoming the version of yourself that you have always dreamed of requires you to sacrifice the version of yourself that you are currently comfortable with. You cannot skip the process. There are no shortcuts in the kingdom of self mastery. I remember something I read before, a long time ago, and it said that the secret, and I don't remember who said it, but it says that the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but building the new. Stop wasting your time, your precious energy, trying to sustain a fake identity that doesn't even serve you. Take that energy and pour into building a real, authentic, unstoppable life because you have the power to do it. You are so amazing. You are equipped with it. You were born for it, baby. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of the Win Win with Gwen podcast. You stayed to the end because you are committed to your evolution. I don't take your time lightly, honey. And I am incredibly grateful you chose to spend it here in this space. If this episode spoke to you, if it shook something loose in your spirit today, don't keep it to yourself. Don't be a gatekeeper. There are hundreds of people out there in the world right now who are silently suffocating behind a beautiful smile. People in your world. And I want you to reach out to those people and share this episode with your friends, your family members, the people you love. Let's start a revolution of authenticity together. Remember what I told you. I told you I love you. I see you. And I completely believe in your power. Now go out there this week and give yourself grace, but demand execution. As Albert Herbert once said, do your work with your whole heart, honey, and you will succeed. Do the work, take action, and I'll see you right here next week. Until then, keep growing, keep being strong, and keep putting your mind above matter. Protect your peace, baby, and keep growing. I love you.